Good day, friends. I'm Kerry Dillinger. This is Bible Class Topics. It's a 10-minute devotional. I have a question for you. Do we love Jesus? John 14, verse 15 says, "If you love me," this is Jesus speaking, "if you love me, you will keep my commandments." Very often in our society, we hear people say, "I love Jesus. I love God." Well, what does loving Jesus and God actually involve? Is it a feeling we only have in our hearts? Or can this love for Jesus be seen in our actions? Jesus linked loving him with obedience when he said, "Whoever has my commands and obeys them, he is the one who loves me," John 14, verse 21. This statement was not made to extract servitude from unwilling lower beings. Instead, it was meant for the same purpose as when a father creates rules to guide his young children. The law of God is a protective barrier and a guiding demonstration of his love that he constructed for his children. This is why genuinely loving God begins with humility in obeying his word. We must recognize that we are not complete within ourselves, and we need help. This help can only come through God and through his word. Jesus said in the Beatitudes, Matthew 5:3, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Solomon wrote in the first chapter of Proverbs, verse 7, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction." And Paul wrote the young preacher Timothy in the second letter, chapter 3, verses 16 and 17, "All Scripture is breathed out by God. It's profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction, for training in righteousness, that the man of God may be complete, equipped for every good work." Well, where do these commands that Jesus make, where do they come from? They come from God the Father. Let's back up in John 14. Let's go all the way back to verse 10. Jesus said, "Do you not believe that I am in the Father and the Father in me? The words that I say to you, I do not speak on my own authority, but the Father who dwells in me does his works. Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or else believe on account of the works themselves. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I do. And greater works than these will he do, because I am going to the Father. Whatever you ask in my name, this I will do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you ask me anything in my name, I will do it. If you love me, you will keep my commandments." Back to verse 15 again. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. All authority has been given to Jesus to do the work of the Father. In the Great Commission, Matthew 28:18, right before Jesus ascends to the right hand of God, Jesus came to them and he said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given unto me." Truly, loving Jesus means obeying the guidance of the Father, and likewise, loving God means heeding the words of his Son. Jesus said that ultimately, through loving him and obeying his commands, we will realize and experience God's perfect love, as we've already read in John 14:21. In this way, we are to understand that these rules, these laws, these statutes are in place for our good. God's laws are meant to protect us and not to hurt us. His statutes can and will succeed if we will only trust and obey. As the hymn says, "Trust and obey, for there's no other way." God's laws are perfect and able. The conditional portion is whether we love him enough to comply. Thank you for studying with me today. We took our notes from an article by Joe Cook. I found it in an old church bulletin. Our photo by Emmanuel Phaeton on Unsplash. The word love laid on top of a Bible. Come back and be with us again soon. We hope to publish another video within the next few days. I'd love for you to come and study with me again. Until then, may God bless.